Sana Adonai, Sana in the day, all I have gonna rather so you got in Hana Mina I tell you, I am Isa. What Messiah really means, women, is Holy Week. You know, Messiah means Holy Week. In Spain, Messiah means Mesiyas. You know, in Spain or Spanish, it means Mesiyas. To reverse the word Messiah or Messiah means sayisem. Sayisem means, in my word, tetragrammaton, it means have 10 goddess, which is one is holy. Which is one is holy. When you see holy women, light. Like now, I am light. The other 10 is sleeping. It's also symbol of the 10 virgin, which is unoiled. And 5 is working. While 2, like now, 5 is sleeping, 5 is working, and I am speaking, and the other one is cleansing. You got it? Sayisem. And then where I am, it means 9 goddess. I just said this. 9 goddess. I just said because I myself is the 3, So, 9 goddess derived from Durga or Sion. Derived from Durga or Sion. You get it? Which is 10th night vigil. vigil. Which is you prevent to eat anything in these times. Because all you keep doing is vigiling. And then, at 10 a.m., that's when you can allowed to drink at least. To drink at least. This already happens before I came here, which is I told you that 10 days I have not eat, and the first other time is 7 days, 1 week I have not eat, I have not sleep. All I keep doing is vigiling. I said this in the other record, which is I told you was the 10th virgin. 10th virgin, which is all I've been doing all that night is walking around, vigiling, because I am a light myself. I have not eaten for 10 days, 7 days, because this, and the last time was this. The first was 10 days, the second time was 7 days, and the last time was 3 days. You get it? 3 days. Plus, the first time when I died on the flesh, which is 10 days, 3 days, the 3 days when I went to sleep. When I went to sleep, then my soul was already going up above, like this, which is I said to you that those times when my head, when my head was banged on the wall, and then I just went to sleep that night, and then I just went upgrade. I just went upgrade. That's all I'm going to say. We just went upgrade because right now they just have new names. They have new names, which is last night Magdalene came to me and says that just let him go because this is I talked to you about that Raphael, about Raphael, which is he is also incarnations, incarnations, which is becomes the souls of David, becomes the souls of David. This is the work that we've been doing before time, women, incarnations of the word of I am life. Durga means Zion too. There's many meaning of Durga, women. It's a lot of meaning to that, which is it's undefeated supreme, because you cannot defeat your God, women. No matter how much you try, you cannot. In the end of the day, you will just perish. Like this famous here who says Bigun Satan, when they were the Satan themselves, and then they would use my names, which is not You can use in my mighty name, you can be gone. Like you can say that to yourselves. Do not use your God's names because you are blaspheming me. You are blaspheming me when you say that. Use your names. Just like the sons of Siva, remember that spirit who talked back and says, Jesus, I know, you are you. He even knew phone. This is the same thing too, the two sons of God. This is a meaning too of this, a spirit realms and the flesh. You got it? Which is 10th virgin. I'm being asked by Michael about the man I was, I just said that he loves me, so I said he loves me, and this is why they are, he loves me really, and this is why they are saved, which is because they've been working. They were the first to be blamed, which is, messianic. Messianic. And then, 10th night vigil is a symbol of Messiah, which is, I just said, in Bethlehem, or you call Spanish, it means Mesiyas, which is, in the other pronunciation, you say it, Messiah, which is, if you put the I on next to M, it's Miss, and then you put the E-E-H on the back, E-E-H, means earth, meaning women, heavenly and the earthly. Heavenly and the earthly, which is compulsations. You got it? Of the 10 virgins. Pronunciations, languages, derived from the word Jesus. You get it? Derived from the word Jesus, Jixos. Jigsaws, we just say jigsaws because meaning jigsaws, if you listen to the pronunciations, means cross puzzle. A jigsaws, it's a symbol too of Henry on the cross, means puzzle the words. You get it? Henry means puzzle the word, and then the name of the cross where they crucified me is cross. So, meaning don't just puzzle the word, but use jigsaw and crossword. Because those times, women, when I hanged on the cross, on the branch of my Hakodash, my Hakodash is, I was a young child, forced to be married to the man, to the God, to the God, which he did not let me have any until I say yes. So even we were already on that, what do you call that? I keep reverting until I agreed, because I won't have peace if I don't agree with him. Tilahara. And he is my, he is mine. I am a deity who obey. You got it? I am the deity who obey. In the end, he is my father's. When I say my father's, which is God, and you call the Yahweh, I am the deity who give, until I become goddess, goddess in all that, because we see what the word we're going to be until the last incarnations. Because why we say the last incarnations, women? Because we are not accepting this bio weapon, this bio weapon, which is being used by bionics, Instagrams. When you say Instagrams, women, it is making spiritually they are doing the flesh, physically they are doing something. That's all I can tell you for now. That's all I can tell you. But there's worse scenarios going on to the world which you do not know, women. You do not know. These are all happening in the laboratories, because the rich don't want any poor on earth. This is why they are doing all this sickness. Many more has to come because of the greed of the words. That is why I said that I will come and change, and I will come, and before the generation, who says that before the generation end, he will come. Why, women? Because we already knew what's gonna happen. Because in the realms before, this is what they did to me. They make their own robot of females for shag, for all this, women. Women? Not all, it's all like, what do you call that? Just wickedness, not false, just falsehood, false, that's all. False. Everything they're doing are false, like not real human anymore. Why? Because they want women that obeys everything they will ask. You got it, women? I knew all this was gonna happen, women in the world. This is a serious matter that you are playing with. You have no idea, females, what's around your tables, under your skins. And there where you are standing, there is a big, 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 big laboratory, and some places you have just no idea. Women? So, women, I'm not scared anymore to let this out. It's already been out. They've been keeping me out of it because they don't want, because, women, all this is sickness. All this is sickness. Greed, greed of the humans who are looking ways to live without going, to die. Like this, women, they are doing all this now. This is why we had made this all done in the beginning, because we knew, because all this had already happened before time. 10th vigil, women, is a symbol also of the Holy Week. Holy Week. How many times is the week? You have 7 days of a week. How many times, how many days they are celebrating their deads? When you're celebrating their deads, the Holy Week, how many days do they have celebrate their week? It's not holy. I'd say their week. Usually 10 days. It's usually 9. You can Google that. I'll Google it. Because I don't know in your world, women, I'm not into these things. I'm not into these things of your world, women. I'm not all this. I don't even know how many days, like Passion of the Week, Holy Week. You have this until Easter, which is start on the first Wednesday until when it's, like this, which as you call, Dilahara, women, this is blasphemy to God. This is blasphemy to God. Because Holy Weeks, women, Santa. Santa means you called Satan, the father who DEVI test me in the wilderness, see if his daughter still loves him despite of being a human in the form. Being a human in the abode, and a Mesiyas who is hoping in or guiding my man. That's what's all test. Because Santa women, in other lingo women, Holy Week means, in Filipino, it means Semana Santa. Semana Santa, S-E-M-E-N-E, Semana Santa, means to translate that Holy Week, which is Santa means a giver of life, a woman, Santa. There's, I told you how many, Santa. And what you call the S-E-T-E-N women is the woman Jezebel it Baal. This is what we are doing right now, is make sure that to shove her into what she's been doing, making me her husband, and a son, which is abomination, women. You make me your husband and you make me also your son. And in this end, these females here making me their husband and making me their, like this, women. That's abomination, women. Which is, if you reverse the word Santa, A-T-N-E-S, means a bloody. Bloody. So what do you get in once a month? Semana Santa. Means bloody week. What is this bloody week? Holy week, for my blood on the cross was holy HaKodesh. As spirits, one God. One God, 12 apostles, tribes. You get it, women? Spirits. You get it? Spirits. For Semana Santa means, women, Anna Mes. To reverse the word Semana, Anna Mes, meaning women, Al-Ana. Al-Ana, a deity. A deity. Which means, Anna Mes, also that means is Namaste. Namaste. Because I didn't want to do it, but I have to. Because I was Huros woman. Meaning Huros woman, I didn't have anything else to do. Let's just say I don't have anything else to do. So I just, okay, Dad, I will. Okay, I will. And then, that woman, I was, it's where, Namaste. Namaste, N-E-M-E-S-T, means, you called it, FCK. FCK. Namaste means FCK. That is the meaning of Namaste, women. FCK. Which means, women, a lazy girl who don't like to do that because it is scary. But the pain can be only feel, and because the pain, women, is goes through the souls. Literally, I only come those times for my angels. For my angels. As a baby, I carried my 10th virgin in that. Si 10th virgin in that, women, a Holy Spirit in that abode, which is the others was carrying it. Carrying it. So literally, women, Father, Son, Daughter, Holy Spirit was working together to be called cross. Cross. Meaning cross, women, endure forever. Endure until she reverse the cross to make it soar. Because all this been doing is Mary, Jezebel, et Baal, you have been worshipping. Mary, Jezebel, et Baal, the worshipper of the death, you become in this end. You understand that, women? So, Semana Santa also means having, Semana Santa also means a spirit. A spirit, Semana Santa means a spirit once in a week having a pair. Having a pair. I call it, they are fighting in bed. Having a pair. So as a child, I say they are fighting in bed. They are fighting in bed, but they have roses. What's that all about? just an innocent spirit. I was 8, but I was really tall, because spirits are tall, Suryasyans, tall goddess and goddesses. You get it, women? Surasian, we call it Surasians, Surasian, you know? So that's the meaning of Semana Santa, woman. A spirit, once in a week, they get together having fight in the bed. This is what I say. They're having fight in the bed of roses. What's that roses? What's that roses? What's that roses? If you see in the old ancient women, when the king and the queens gets together, but we're not. I'm not going to do that with polygamy, with many women. No, I don't want it. And because women, this is because women, we were made for one. We were made for one. We scatter because of this. When we see what you're going to give birth to, your souls, like in your abode, you are that yourself, and what we see in you, you will bore this, you will bear a child, how many child, and that yourself is you have kept. Your woman is in you. Your woman is in you. If you are a woman, your man is in you. But we reverse that thing, because that is transgressions. So we make a man. When you revert to as a man after becoming a woman, and revert again as a man, that's when you give birth to your daughter. That's when you give birth to your daughter. And then, the next life you go through, your daughter becomes your son. And then, when you revert back again, that is when you get your wife out you. And the next life, you become her and she becomes you, which is alchemical, and then the others don't come here. That's what we for in this end. Because that is when your souls comes out from the beginning. You get it? You revert from pain. This is why we revert, a revert. You got it? Because you are streams deep within. Understand? Which is, this has connection to eating flesh and blood. It's not literally like that. There's another way to that. There's that I will tell you in the next record. So that's what I will always say when the Semana Santa comes, which means Holy Week, for a woman to give birth. It's like this. Before the woman have her menstruation, or after she have menstruation, that's when they get together. And then, that's when I say they are having fight in the bed. So, that's when they can make whatever. They can make whatever. Which I let them do that all down here. Down here. Because women, when they are doing that they are very loud. It's very loud when they that's why I say be quiet when you are doing your thing. Like when having that thing, you have to be quiet when you're I just said, I meant when you're fighting in bed. sex. That's when the time to, which is means also Holy Spirit, eat sour before its incarnations. When you see incarnations, before its lead to be on harem, before its lead to be on harem, as multiply. They're not the spirit that we are women. They are machines that we use. When you say machine we use, is the spirit of of the eggs, spirit of the eggs. Spirit of the eggs, which is Easter, means hidden. which is, when you see hidden, that is when they do in Eden. You know, in Eden. Because it was harem. You know, harem, which is angel fight, fought for war, and then within a week, when it's time for woman spirit to revert. When you see revert, to let out the pain from her stomach. You know, she eats sour so that before its menstruation, she can sterilize her blood as a pure blue, pure red. You call it red. You know, a pure red. But in the souls, it is BLUE. You know, BLUE. So that it won't carry babies till it's full moon. You know, when you see full moon women, means in your world, kings and queens those times, they get together on full moon, or when it's time, when they knew that it is the best time. You got it? That's the old ancient, which is the called alignment of the starry night. You got it, women? So women, Durga means Messiah, sent goddess. Parvati, temple, Christ. Parvati means temple. Temple means Christ. Which is, Durga also means the incarnation of the word of life. Durga. Durga means carry on. You know? And also, Goddess Parvati or Parvati means punish them in your invisible world, sister. You get it? That's the meaning of Goddess Parvati or Parvati. You call Parvati. Say it Parvati. It means that punish them. That is the meaning of it. Don't look at that goddesses you are praying. Look what it symbolizes. Like when I said I am Garuda. What is the meaning of Garuda? Goddess of strength and vigilant. That is my symbols into names. Why it says the mighty names of Jesus. I will shut you up, Satans, who keep using my names. In Jesus' name, be gone, Satan. So you will be gone, Satans. Satan's government in the cities, in the places, and to bodies. They call dominions of the enmities of the earth, the Balaks. They are those who keep claiming they are my brides when they are not. I said you are not what you think you are. Tilaharas. So be gone, Satyans, 'cause I am might and names.